Today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can do this crazy motion tracked cutout box effect inside of After Effects. I gotta shout out Alex Arts as he inspired me to make this tutorial. Make sure you guys follow his channel down below. There's tons of dope tutorials on there. And before we hop into this, I'm running a buy one get one free sale on my website right now. So if you guys are looking to level up your editing library for the New Year's, go take advantage of our holiday BOGO. But let's hop right into this. So opened up inside of After Effects here, we have this clip from a Central C music video, and we're gonna get started by clicking on it and duplicating it by pressing Command D. So all I'm doing is clicking on the layer right here and pressing Command D. Once you've duplicated your first clip, go up here to this box tool right here. If you don't see it as a rectangle, you can click and hold on it and change it to a rectangle. And then I'm going to cut out certain aspects of the video. So if we go ahead and cut this out right here, we turn off the bottom layer, you guys can see we have this single cutout of the video just like that. So you're going to go ahead and turn this one off and then duplicate the bottom layer again. And you're going to do it on a different part of the video. So I'm going to do this over here, duplicate the bottom layer again. And let's do like down here. And you basically want to make a few of these. So I'm going to do this guy. All right, so we'll start off with 4 for now. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead and make sure we have all of these 3D on. They're on for some reason. So basically what you wanna do is toggle the switches and modes. If you don't see those options, you wanna click this and you'll see a 3D box and a little motion blur. If you hover over it, it says motion blur. This one says 3D layer. Just make sure you have these on. Mine are already on. So just make sure you turn them on for all of the layers here, just like you guys see. And what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go ahead and hold Command and click on all of our layers. So they're all highlighted, as you guys can see here. And I'm actually gonna duplicate this one because I accidentally remove the background one. So we're gonna go ahead and just delete the mask from this one, and boom, we have our background layer again. So you guys can see here, if we turn the background layer off, we have all these here. So we're gonna highlight all of them by holding Command and clicking on them one by one. Then we're gonna go up to layer here, go down to transform, and then go over to center anchor point in layer content, and then they're all gonna be centered, as you guys can see there. Super important for this effect. Now once that is all done, we're gonna right click, go over to new, and then create a new camera, and then make sure the camera is preset at 35 millimeters and then hit OK. Now, once we have all this set up, what we want to do next is go over to our view in the bottom right, change it to 2 views, and then make sure the one on the left is set to top. Just click on it and then change it to top. And then make sure the one on the right is set to camera 1, as you guys can see here. So to get started on this effect, we're going to click on our camera, open it up, go down to transform, and we're going to set a keyframe for position and point of interest. Now we're going to go about halfway into the video, which is around here, and we're going to zoom in with the very last one here, just like that. And I'm going to bring the point of interest up a little bit just so we can see his face. And then I'm going to highlight these 2 keyframes, press Command C, bring them to the end, paste them by pressing Command V, and then I'm going to bring them to the very last frame, as you guys see here. So we're going to have something that looks like this. You guys can see we get the slight zoom in there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more, I think. Looks really good. So what we're going to do next is hold Command, and I'm going to highlight all of these keyframes here. Then we're going to right click on them, go down to Keyframe Assistant, and change them to Easy Ease. That's going to make the animation a lot smoother, as you guys can see here. Looks beautiful. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to click on each of these one by one, as you guys can see, it's highlighting them. So I'm going to start at the very first one here. And what you want to do is click on this blue arrow right here and bring it back just like so. You guys can see when we do that, it's in the 3D space now. It's a little bit laggy, but you guys can see it's right there in the 3D space. And we're going to do this for each one. We're just going to bring them back. And then with the red arrow, you can move them to the left or the right. So I'm going to put that one right there. And just do this for each individual one, like you guys see. If we go ahead and play it through, you guys see we get the 3D boxes. And if you want to make them a little bit more, like if you see we zoom in here, we can't really see any of them. Let's say like this one, for example, you can click on it and you can put it a bit closer there and also move it up here so it's floating there. So it looks like this. And then maybe we bring it down a bit just so the bottom isn't touching for the first frame. And dope, guys. What we want to do next to make them look a little bit different now is we're going to click on the first one here, and we'll go and we'll search up Lumetri color, and we'll go ahead and drag and drop that on the first one here. Go into basic correction and then just turn up the exposure to 1, makes them a little bit brighter and makes them stand out. I'm going to click on Lumetri color inside of the effect controls here, press Command C, and then click on every other one and just Command V, Command V, Command V, and Command V. All of them except the bottom one. You guys can see they all are a little bit brighter and stand out a tad bit more. Super fire, guys. And if you want to spice this up a little bit more, you can right click, create a new adjustment layer, and add something like Shake Sauce 2, which I'll have linked below, Shake Sauce 1, or I like RSMB as well. You go ahead and drag this on here. It's going to add motion blur to everything. Just going to go ahead and drag this. And it's just going to make those animations a little bit smoother. You guys can see before and after. We already have blur on, but this is just going to smooth things out a little bit more. Totally up to you if you guys want to have it on. I do recommend adding something like grain on top of the motion blur though. So we're going to go ahead and do add grain, and then we want to change it from preview to final output, and then boom, the grain looks super sweet there, guys. But expanding on adding a shake or anything to it, we're going to open up a new adjustment layer, and we're going to go to like where he puts his hand right there. And inside of shake sauce 2, all you guys have to do is go ahead and hit the keyframe shakes. If you want to flicker on it, just click flicker, and then just double click on the one that you want. And usually it would appear inside of here, but it seems to be lagging with my After Effects right now. I got to hit up Brian and ask him what's going on. But we're going to do it without shakes for now, but if you guys do want to check out shake sauce, it'll be like below. Totally up to you guys. You guys can get a 1-week free trial on that. And that's the effect there, guys. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.